Namaskaram. Shri Mahaganapatiye Namaha. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Welcome to Mayilpeeli. Today we shall chant, learn and understand the meanings of slokas of Narayaneeyam Dasakam 39. Let us first chant the sloka and then understand the meaning. Dasakam 39 talks about the coming out of Yogamaya and the festival of Krishna's birth at Gokula. Vasudeva brings the child Yogamaya born to Yashoda to the prison. In spite of the baby being a girl, Kamsa tries to dash the baby against a stone. She rises high and appears before him and tells that he who is born to kill him is elsewhere. Meanwhile, the Yadavas of Gokula celebrate the birth of a son to their king. Dasakam 39, Sloka 1. Bhavantamayamudvahan Yadukulodvaho nissaran Dadarsha gaganochala Jalabharam kalindhatmajam Aho salila sanjaya Sapunaraindra jalodito Jalauga iva takshanat Prapadame yata mayayo. O Lord, this leading member of the Yadu family, Vasudeva, carrying you, found the river Kalindi, or what is called the Yamuna, in spate with its flood waters rising sky high when he came there. But wonder of wonders, the waters receded and became only ankle deep, as if it was Maya, and the huge expanse of water was an illusionary flood caused by magic. He was then able to cross the river. It is said that Yamuna was in penance to see the Lord, and as soon as Krishna appeared there lying in a basket in his little form carried by Vasudeva on his head, her joy knew no bounds, and the waters of Yamuna was in spate and rose high as if in celebration of the Lord's arrival. The little Krishna put his beautiful little lotus feet slightly out of the basket, and as Yamuna touched his divine feet, she felt overwhelmed, and in gratitude she recedes down in humility and was honored to see the Lord pass through her waters. Dasakam 39, Sloka 2. Prasupta pashupalikam nibrutamārutadbhalikam apavruta kavatikam pashupavatikam avishan bhavantamayam prasavakalpake tatpadat vahan kapatakanyakam sapuramaghato vegataha. O Lord, arriving at the house of Nanda, where all the cowherds were fast asleep and where the doors were wide open, Vasudeva, hearing the soft crying of the baby girl, entered the confinement room of Yashoda, picked the baby up and left you in her place on the delivery bed, and returned quickly to his city with that baby Yogamaya, who was born in Nandagopa's house for his wife Yashoda in Mathura, on the other side of river Yamuna. It is said that as per the Lord's direction, Maya plays an act in Mathura on the other side of Yamuna, where Yogamaya was born for Nanda and Yashoda. Maya puts everyone there in deep slumber and keeps all the doors open so Vasudeva could bring the Lord in peace without anyone noticing him, and place the Lord near Yashoda and take away Yogamaya, the little baby girl born in Mathura. Such is the greatness of the Lord, which is difficult to be understood with our little brain. Dasakam 39, Sloka 3. Tatastvadunucharava Shapita nidrave gadravad Bhatotkara nivedita Prasava vartayaivartiman Vimukta chikurotkara Varitamapatan bhojarad Adushta iva drishtavan Bhaginika kare kanyakam. O Lord, back here at the prison cell of Kamsa, the guards whose sleep had been disturbed by the cries of your sister ran to the Bhoja king Kamsa to inform him of the birth of the baby. Kamsa arrived there at once with his hair all in disarray and his mind agitated by the news of the delivery. but was totally confused and astonished at the sight of a girl baby in his sister's hands. This was the 8th child of Devaki and Vasudeva, and Kamsa expected a baby boy to have been born and is surprised to see a baby girl in the hands of Devaki. He is confused yet determined to kill this child. Dasakam 39, Sloka 4. Dhruvam kapatashalino madhuharasya maya bhavet asaviti kishorikam bhaginika karalingitam viponalinikantaram divamrinalikamakšipan ayam tvadanuja bhaja mupalapatruke tishtavan. O Lord, thinking that this must be another trick of that cunning Vishnu who killed the demon Madhu, he snatched the little girl baby, clutched tightly in his sister's arms, like a wild elephant would pluck a tender lotus stalk from the middle of a lotus pond, and dashed your sister Maya against a stone slab, is what Bhattadri says in this sloka. Kamsa was so inconsiderate and was filled with fear of losing his life, and thus did not know what he was doing. In spite of the infant being a girl, he snatches it from Devaki's hands and bashes its head on the stone wall of the prison to kill it. Dasakam 39, Sloka 5. Tato bhavadupasako jatiti mrityupashadhiva pramuchyatara saivasa samadhirudha rupantaram adasthalamajagmushi vikasadashtabahuspuran mahayudamahogatam kila vihaya sadhidrute. Bhattadri says, O Lord, just as your devotee would slip through the chains of death, that Maya, who came as a baby girl, slipped past Kamsa's hands, quickly assumes a different divine form and flew up to the sky, resplendent with powerful weapons shining in her 8 arms without again touching the ground. Yogamaya was there to convey the message to Kamsa that his death was inevitable and the person who would kill him is safe and will be growing up elsewhere. So as soon as Kamsa tries to kill her, she rises high up without touching the earth and assumes the form of beautiful Ma Durga with 8 arms carrying divine weapons in each of the arms, and shouts out to Kamsa that his death was going to happen and he can never get any close to the child who was going to kill him. Dasakam 39, Sloka 6. Nrishamsatarakam sate kimu maya vinishpishtaya bhabuva bhavadantake kvachana chintyatam dehitam iti tvadanuja vibho kalamudhiryatam jagmushi marudghanapanayita bhuvicha mandiranyeyushi. Bhattadri says, O Lord, as she flew up, she warned the wicked Kamsa that killing her was of no use to him, as his destroyer was bound elsewhere, and that he should worry about his welfare. Then, praised by the Marudganas and other gods, your sister Mahamaya entered the temples on the earth, where she is worshipped as Durga, Bhadrakali, etc. After giving the message of his death to Kamsa, Yogamaya vanishes and enters the temples on the earth, where she is seen in the beautiful form of Ma Durga or Bhadrakali and is worshipped with great devotion and fervor. Dasakam 39, Sloka 7. Prage punaragatmaja vachanamirita bhubhuja pralambha bakaputana pramukadhanavamaninaha bhavannidhanakamyayam jagati vabhramunirbhayam kumarakavimarakaha kimiva dushkaram nishkrupaihi. O Lord, the next morning Kamsa related Yogamaya's warnings to the arrogant demons led by Pralamba, Baka and Putana. They roamed fearlessly all over the world, killing all infants prompted by their desire to destroy you. No measure of cruelty was beyond these wicked demons, is what Bhattadri says in this shloka. Kamsa, terrified by the warning given by Yogamaya, Parvati, the daughter of the mountains, has said, and he assigns his most arrogant demons Pralamba, Baka and Putana to go around and kill all the newborns in and around Mathura who might prove to be dangerous to his life. The demons mercilessly went around killing small innocent children. Merciless people are capable of doing such merciless deeds. Dasakam 39, Sloka 8. Tatha Pashupa Mandire Tvayi Mukundananda Priya Prasuti Shayane Shaye Rudati Kinchidanchatpade Vibudhyavanita Janaihi Tanaya Sambhave Goshite Mudha Kimuvadam Yaho Sakalamakulam Gokulam. O Lord, O Mukunda, you lying on the delivery bed beside Yashoda, the wife of the cowherd chieftain Nanda, in their house began to cry, shaking your legs slightly. Awakened by your cries, the women folk announced loudly the birth of a son, and there was rejoicing all around Gokula. Oh, how can I describe that happy, thrilling scene, is what Bhattadri says in this shloka. While Kamsa had ordered his demon clan to go around in search of his killer, and in the process the demons had set out to kill young innocent newborns, here in Gokula, all the villagers are extremely thrilled by the birth of a male child in Nanda's house, and there is celebration in the whole village. All the overwhelmed and happy villagers are preparing to go to see the beautiful newborn at Yashoda's house. The whole Gokula is beaming with happiness and joy. Dashakam 39, Sloka 9. Aho kalu Yashodhaya Navakalaya Chetoharam Bhavantamalαμantike Pratamamapi Bantyadrusha Punastanabaram Nijam Sapadipayayantya Mudha Manoharatanusprusha Jagati Punyavanto Jitaha. Bhattadri says, O Lord, then Yashoda, overcome by joy at the sight of you, lying beside her, looking like a freshly blossomed kayambu flower, suckle you at her breast, fondling your soft, charming body, experiencing indescribable bliss. Oh, indeed, she is the most fortunate of all blessed beings in the world. How wonderful really is what Bhattadri beams in happiness. What a wonder indeed that the most meritorious and holy persons were surpassed by Yashoda by her good fortune as she imbibed with her eyes the beautiful form of the Lord lying by her side. She was indeed the chosen one and was so blessed to hold the supreme truth in her arms and see the growing up of the divine in her house. Dashakam 39, Sloka 10. Bhavat kushala kamyaya Sakalu nanda gopasthada Pramoda bara sankulu Vijakulaya kinnadadat Tataiva pashupalakaha Kimuna manghalam te nire Jagatritaya manghala Tvamiha pahi mamaya. O Lord, Nandagopa, filled with happiness for the sake of your well-being, gave away innumerable gifts to the Brahmins. There was nothing he did not give. So also, there was no auspicious ceremony that the cowherds left undone. O Guruvayurappa, O most auspicious one in the three worlds, may you save me from my ailments here, is what Bhattadri pleads with the Lord at Guruvayur. The joy of the cowherd chieftain Nandagopa knew no bounds, and it is said that he was lavishly giving away expensive gifts to everyone at the birth of the baby in his house, and there was whole lot of celebration at the entire village of Gokula. Hare Krishna. Govinda Nama Sankirtanam. Govinda Govinda. Narayana Akila Guru Bhagavan Namaste. Shri Hariye Namaha. Shri Mahaperiyava Sharanam.